Hello basketball coaches and basketball players, my name is Alan from Al's Basketball Training, and today I'm going to show you some of my top 5 basketball plays against a man-to-man defense. So hello everyone, my name is Alan from Al's Basketball Training. On this channel I'll show you basketball plays, drills, and skills. So if you like that stuff, hit that like button and subscribe. But anyways, today I'm going to talk to you about some of my best 5 basketball plays against a man-to-man defense. So let's get down to the clipboard and let's check out these basketball plays. Okay, so here we have a play from the 1-3-1 basketball playbook, I guess you could call it, but basically it's a 1-3-1 offense. And what we're going to start with is player 4. He is going to go and set a screen for player 2. Once that happens, player 2 is going to use that screen, and he has 2 options. Depending on how player 3's man is playing his man and how player 1 is playing his man, we could either go and run a back screen for player 3. This is especially good if player 3 was playing a little bit tighter to his man, where now player 3 can then cut towards the rim, and that would be one option, where this would be either a layup for player 3, or if there was help defense that happened, a layup for player 5. Or the other option that would happen is if player 3 was really back far, we could just have a simple screen and roll by player 1 and 2. Player 2 would then go and roll towards the basket, and what we're hoping for here is for player 3 to play some help defense to cut off the middle. Player 3 would then move up a bit, where now we would have player 1 passing over to player 3 for the 3-point shot, and we would have player 2 for a rebounder, player 5 as a rebounder, and player 4 would be able to crash the boards as well. And now we're able to crash the boards 3-on-2, and we should be able to get an offensive rebound if player 3 was to miss. Now in our second play, what we're going to do is have a 4-out offense, and what we will run here is we will have player 2 setting a screen for player 4. Player 4 will use that screen and he's going to cut across the key. Now if he's open, definitely hit him up for either a mid-range or a layup, because that lane might be totally wide open for player 4 to cut down if he was to get that pass. Or what could happen is if he's not open, let's say player 5 or player 4 fought through, he's going to set a back screen on player 3, who's then going to cut towards the rim. Player 2 is going to be clearing here, and player 3 is going to be cutting down towards the middle of the key, where he should be open for either a floater or a mid-range shot. Or if there is help from player 5 blue could have a nice easy layup or dunk as well. Now in our third play, what we are going to run is a simple screen and roll offense, but there's going to be a little bit of a difference here. What we're going to have is player 4 setting a screen for player 5. Player 5 is going to roll up and run a screen and roll for player 1. Meanwhile, we want player 4 to get the heck out of the key, so that now player 5 is going to be sort of stumbling if he gets through, whatever. If there was a switch, that's a switch, whatever. But player 1 is going to use player 5 as a screen, and player 5 is going to roll towards the basket. Now what we're looking for is this is going to collapse the defense. Even though it's a man-to-man defense, it's really going to collapse it. So he could get a layup there. That is one option. But there's all these players who are playing help defense. So what we're looking for here is a possibility of a 3-point shot from multiple players on the court, or a layup from player 5. Now in our fourth basketball play, this is kind of a play that comes out of the triangle. So let's set up the triangle offense. Now we're in the triangle offense, and what we're going to run, I would have player 4 up top, by the way. And what we will run here is, now we have player 3, what's way down in help defense. And what we're going to do is have player 4 run towards the ball, kind of like that, the key extended, and player 2 is going to pass him the ball. Now what's going to happen is player 5 is going to set up a screen here. Player 3 is going to set up a screen down low, and we're going to have player 1 run through using that double screen, and he's going to pop out. Player 4 is going to pass player 1 the ball. Player 1 might have that option to shoot the 3-point shot, but if he doesn't, player 2 is then going to use that double screen as well, and he's going to come out to the other side, where player 1 is going to pass to player 2 for the 3-point shot. So if you're in need for a 3-point shot or even a mid-range shot, those are options for you. Now, the great thing about this is I actually had a player score. He was playing a year up for his age group, and he was kind of small versus the age. He was a grade 7 playing at a grade 8 level. and his shot was really good. And we actually scored 5 3-point shots in the first quarter, 5 for 5, from that corner because of him. So keep that in mind. This play definitely works really, really well. Now you're probably wondering, wow, he hasn't ran a Horns offense yet, and he usually has the Horns offense in one of his top 5 videos. Well, you are not wrong. Here's a Horns offense for you. So what we're going to run here is something that's a little bit more advanced, but also kind of simple at the same time. So we're going to run a screen for player 4. Player 4 is going to use that screen, and he's going to screen for player 2. Player 3 is then going to go down to the low block and set up a screen. And player 4, let's say he fights through. This is going to be a screen here as well. Player 1 is going to dribble to this side of the key of the point. Player 2 is going to run the baseline, and he's going to pop out for the 3-point shot or mid-range shot. Those are both options. However, what we're also looking for, if player 2 somehow is not open, player 4, he is going to be popping up top, either to the high post or the 3-point line, wherever he feels comfortable. The reason is player 4 may still be lagging from that screen, the original screen from player 5. So if that's happening and player 4 rolls up to the top, he could be open as well for a 3-point or a mid-range shot as well. So keep that in mind too, because now you're running the offense on this side by popping player 4 up. Even if the player was playing help defense to guard the middle of the key, he's still going to be open on the so-called weak side, because now we have 4 players on this side. So keep that in mind too. This play is really good. Anyways, I hope that these plays help your team become better and win more games. If they do, let us know in the comments below. And let us know if your top 5 are a bit different than mine. Anyways, I hope that you have enjoyed. Somewhere on this screen is a subscribe button and another suggested video by YouTube. So go check those out as well if you haven't already. Also in the comment section below, I will pin up some of my top videos that I think would go really well with this video, and any other cards that are on this video as well. I do post new videos every single day, so I'll see you guys again tomorrow for another daily basketball video, and on Tuesdays and Thursdays I show individual skills training.